Body day today. We just did our warm up, kind of got some tennis ball stuff, get that neurological system fired up, have fun, hand-eye coordination, did some one-eye close. Those are tougher than they think because you lose that depth perception and you think it's closer than if you got one eye. But again, just work on things like that, make it fun. Hand-eye coordination, need that. Then we did a 3-minute iso hold push-up as well. Now we're just gonna get into our first kind of block. We're gonna go band resisted plyo push-ups with the band pushing us down in, taking an impact, trying to explode up. We're gonna stick with those spinning med ball throws, but we're gonna add a scoop. So we're just gonna scoop it off the ground, come spin, and then launch it. So making it a little bit more fun. And then we're gonna do bent over kind of band rotations, hit some core, hit some spinal movement. I don't know how well, it's not gonna work the best just because of it's a band, not like a cable, but we'll make do with what we got. So again, going fairly, so heavy band pushing us down, driving that force into the ground and trying to come back up. I'll go this way, just so you're not looking at my butt. Actually, maybe not, I forget. So we're going to scoop with the same arm that we're throwing with. So left arm, scoop. So again, just add in a little bit of movement, a little bit of motion into our throws, make it a little bit more fun. Rather than just being a stiff, static person. If you want to be an athlete, you got to move like an athlete. And this is just some way to add a little bit more athletic movement into your training. Little coordination, fluidity, rhythm, need it all. Right, it's going to look a lot more natural. Get the training in. We're going to throw and hit today as well. Get some swings in. Get consistent with that stuff. And probably go shoot some hoops too, just to get a little conditioning and cardio. So just kind of hinge over and really rotate through the trunk, the spine. Okay, we're going our main lift of the day. We're going neutral grip bench press with the neutral bar. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna put the VBT on this again. Working on keeping it above 4 or 5 sets of three. Shoot for like 5 sets. We'll see how it goes. What our speeds are at. Haven't used this on the neutral grip, I don't think, in a while. So again, just play around with it. See what we get. Use the VBT mainly to drive intent, gamify it, keep our attention so we're not kind of, sometimes you can slack off a little and just like push the bar slower and just it drives intent to make you want to push it fast on that concentric part of the lift. We're going to pair this with a single arm dumbbell rower. We're going to parallel stance with our feet. And then we'll get some side bending too. So we're just going to do some split stance, just reaches each way. So just warming up still here. Ooh, flying. Back for short legs again. Put the get some bumper plates, or if you got like a box or something, put that where your feet are so you can actually press into it. So sometimes I'll arch my back too much, and I get like a weird. A lot of times I get like this weird pinch and like a nerve in my tailbone sometimes when I'm benching. So I think it's just because I over strain on that low back and just pushing. Squeezing the butt too much when my feet aren't long enough, so adding these helps. Just get a little more pressure through your feet. All right. Yeah, that's right. That's real good. So we'll count that as our first All right, we're gonna go overhead now, vertical. So we're gonna go seated overhead barbell press. So just single arm barbell. Again, just one arm, you gotta find the balance point too. This bar sucks for it because there's no middle knurling. So it's kind of, you gotta play it by ear and figure it out each time. Then we're gonna go heavy pull-ups as well. So weighted pull-ups, overhead press, one arm, barbell. I've never done them seated. Usually I do them outside in the garage when I can actually stand and do them, but we'll see how these feel in here. Probably gonna be kind of awkward, especially with this bad arm. Yeah, we're not making it that much heavier. Why does it seem like it's crooked? And this pull-up's just regular grip pull-up. Single arm stuff, start with it's your weak arm. Better judge a weight. Left arm, my left shoulder still, those overhead reaches really kind of felt that they're aggravated it. So we'll see how these are. I'm just going not much at all, 2.5 to start. That was tough. Right arm, there's gonna be no issues, but left arm.
Also said, I could be a little erratic, like my downhill partner Jackie Wiles, but Wiles has set the table for Bolson to make it happen.
Just heard from her husband, who is also her technician in the start. Said nothing about tactics. It is all about
Finishing up, a little bit of shoulder health. So we're gonna go some arches, kind of sit it on the ground, arch our back over the bench, and just extend with that PVC back. And we're gonna go bend it in external rotation. We've been doing the ISO hold. Now we're just gonna do a rep. So down, so the band pulls down and up, and then internal rotation lift offs. So be on our back, a plate, and just lift off there, internally rotated there. So again, just build up some shoulder health, some bonus. So not actually sitting, but kind of feet planted, butt dip down, and then just kind of Y raise these up. Really get a good arch in the upper back.